the First Amendment. I mean, officially gone on paper. If this passes the Senate this week, it's passed the House. And other hate crimes bills just stated that certain groups would be given special treatment if they had a crime committed against them. But now it just says that if you hurt someone's feelings, you're going to go to prison for 10 years. And it's going to pass. I can't believe this. I mean, it's going to become law. Now, we've got to ignore it and say no to it. Kind of like the McCain-Feingold campaign finance reform, tripled the money lobbyists could give, but restricted what individuals could give, and banned talk radio on paper. You know, they made this claim that I can't have Larry Pratt on, say, from Gun Owners of America, or if I 6 weeks before an election, or if I wanted to have somebody on, say, from Greenpeace before an election, I can't, if I agreed with that. Or if I wanted to have somebody on from the Boll Weevil Association, whatever that is. You know, the point is, no free speech. People just said, you know what, we're going to ignore you. Because a lot of this stuff is so criminal and over the top that we can just ignore it. But everything's carbon taxes. I want to get into that first, then some more of your phone calls. I told you that in Europe and California, also Canada's wanting to put taxes on fireplaces, space heaters, outdoor space heaters, to tax them or outright ban them. I told you there's a move to ban fireworks because they put off carbon. Everything's carbon. We're carbon-based life forms. It's making us illegal, as the Club of Rome said. It's a disgusting tax on all life, all activity, everything, the life cycle. It's a tax on what plants breathe. It is not a nerve gas. It is not a chemical weapon. It is not a devil weapon. It is not a satanic, weapon of devilry. It is carbon dioxide. But I was in Target and just trying to buy some T-shirts. And they were all saying environmentally safe, zero carbon footprint for the earth. And I couldn't buy them because I was giving money to a Nazi regime. I was giving money to something that's going to be used for eugenics, because they take the money from all this green revolution on record. Then they roll in with investment for the poor, with the sterilization shots, with the HIV shots, with the debt, with the death and destruction. On record. Official U.S. government policy. So when you hear the liberals going, we got to have a carbon tax, it'll fund helping the third world. Ask them, but we need to get rid of those people, right? And they'll go, yes, of course. So we have stuff that does have an evil carbon footprint. We have cotton T-shirts made right here in the USA. Cotton T-shirts designed and printed up right here in the USA. The plants do breathe carbon dioxide. I want to warn people. The plants that grew this are chemical weapon breathers. They breathe the deadly devil carbon dioxide. They even drink the evil devil water. In fact, put the scientific name of water up on screen. And try this with your neighbors. Say, we've got to ban this. It's in the water. And they'll say, yes, ban it. Ban it. Your neighbor will be, I'm conscientious. I. And then go, but that's water. And they'll say, still ban the water. Ban it all. It's evil. I mean, this is literally the system. Dihydrogen monoxide. Ladies and gentlemen, hardcore weapon. So water is a chemical weapon. Carbon dioxide that plants breathe is a chemical weapon. And this does have a carbon footprint. For a limited time, before all this is restricted and banned, and before the factory has to have special licenses to have this. Of course, there'll be no license on Mexico or China or India. It'll all just leave it there. We'll have to get you shirts from there in the future because, carbon footprint, it'll actually increase the carbon footprint, though, moving it all to China and India. In a way, it's kind of a good thing, but simple we'll lose our jobs. But, I mean, it's a good thing in that we'll have more carbon, which is actually what plants breathe. But here are the new T-shirts. We got a new T-shirt each week. And Infowars.com on the left breast over your heart. We'll zoom in on that. Infowars.com. There is a war on for your mind. And then we've taken the famous bumper sticker and given it some 21st century oomph. Look at that. Don't steal. The government hates competition. Infowars.com with a friendly police officer with a billy club. Now, this is a shirt everybody should sport. And it's got that sporty cutting edge, trendy. There's a lot of folks with green mohawks, you know, wearing these kind of style of shirts, kind of that 50s retro. Ladies and gentlemen, sport this with a green mohawk. Now you're truly styling, huh? And it has an evil carbon footprint. Man, I'm evil. Woo! I was drinking farm milk the other day, actually from a cow in Georgetown that hadn't been pasteurized or had growth hormone added. Man, I'm radical. This show is radical, extreme, wild. Okay, now let me get serious here. Tony Blair, I'm a planet-saving kind of guy. He's saving us. I mean, this is a guy who turned England into a police state surveillance grid worse than 1984, with secret police everywhere. The Wall Street Journal admitted she had secret police interrogating her while she was in England, but still, I'm extreme, though. Just everybody has secret police tell you to line up and answer questions. That's completely normal. The citizens are spies. Everything's fine. But that's all right. Tony Blair, I'm a planet-saving kind of guy. And this article, with a straight face, pushes global carbon taxes. Now, don't you want to save the planet? You know, it's kind of like a cool beatnik at a coffee shop, and it's like, oh, you got a big beard and a bandana, and you've got all the right stuff. It must mean you're cool. What are you doing with your life? Oh, man, I'm saving the planet, Daddy-O. Rad. All right. Hey, man, great. Meanwhile, you're stooges for eugenicists. And again, I don't care if you got green hair, a mohawk, purple hair, blue hair. I don't care if you're wearing a cowboy hat. I don't care if you're wearing a three-piece suit. Can we just get into liberty instead of how we look or what color the president is or what color Michael Jackson is? I saw a clip on the news, maybe the 5 minutes of news coverage, and it was that actor who played in Any Given Sunday, Jamie Foxx. And I kind of think he's a good actor, but now I don't like him anymore. He was up there praising Michael Jackson, the pervert, and going, he's our Michael Jackson. He's our black man. See, it's all about race identity. Well, if you're so into your fellow black man, how about you, Jamie Foxx, stop the CPS from grabbing black kids and testing chemicals, biologicals, and radiologicals on them? It's going on right now. But no, it's too much fun to, you know, make $20 million a year and run around like a pimp, pimping everybody, talking about Michael Jackson, who gave kids Jesus juice and his maximum security, that's what he called it, the wine when he got them drunk. You know, most of us in college are trying to get the chicks to get drunk and halfway pass out. Not Michael Jackson. He's got the little kids in there in his maximum security bedroom. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I had a maximum security bedroom back there getting the kids drunk. That's a real nice person, Mr. Fox. But see, because it's fad-driven, so it's okay. And that's all this global warming garbage is it's another fad, another global scam. You got Fortune 500, all the media, the chemical companies, the energy companies, the NFL, everything's behind it. It's real. I randomly was at a Barnes & Noble this weekend, and I wasn't randomly at the Barnes & Noble. I went there on purpose. Took my wife to dinner for her birthday and then went over next door to the Barnes & Noble. And I just randomly closed my eyes and grabbed 2 magazines. Both of them are how we got to have global warming taxes and global warming regulation. And one of them was Atlantic Monthly, how we got to save the planet with a world government. Only the bankers can fix it. I mean, folks, I can randomly walk into a bookstore, walk over to the magazine rack, close my eyes, spin around. People probably thought I was crazy. Spin around and just grab 2 magazines. And it's all New World Order propaganda. I mean, we are wallowing in it. We are swimming in it. We are living in it. It's all around us. And most of the public just capitulate. They go, I'm buying into it. It's a fad. Enslave me. Bankrupt me. I'll lose my job. But I'll sure be trendy. Go green. All the genetic engineering, the cross-species engineering, the toxic waste dumping in the water supply, the overfishing, There's a lot of real stuff going on that's a problem. And the government isn't going to do jack squat about that because they want all that to continue. The elite believes they've got nanotechnology and they can re-people the earth and they've got all these doomsday vaults built. They don't care if everything gets destroyed.